Well, that was a long thought. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, I was thinking if anyone needs any help in looking around.
You may not want to remain here long, Warden. Most of these men have been tainted by the Darkspawn blood.
The Darkspawn blood?
You need to convince them. We've got to run. The Darkspawn are coming.
Why do you say that?
I saw them. We're gonna die.
I apologize, Warden. He's been like this ever since they found him in the wilds.
What's wrong with him?
Aside from his wounds, we're not sure. His blood is untainted. He's just... terrified.
You can feel it, can't you? They taint the land, turn it black and sick. Oh, you can feel it inside. They'll come out of that forest and spread. Like caterpillars covering a tree. They'll swallow us whole.
That's quite enough out of you. You need to calm yourself, my good man.
They were everywhere. I saw them.
I feel bad for him. He's gone mad, or he's so accurate, it's just terrible. Let's see if the priestess has anything to say.
Ah, I suspect you are one of the new Grey Wardens. Will you accept the Maker's blessing?
Why not?
Then I bless you, Grey Warden, in the name of Andraste and the Maker above. May the chant of light carry your name to the ears of our Lord.
Oh, a scroll. Whoops. I'll have to look at some of this info. I don't think I'm allowed to go that way, but let's open this chest at least. Commander's helm, iron. Huh. Hello? Prisoner. Does he have anything to say?
Huh. Someone finally comes and talks to the lone prisoner. I don't suppose you've come to sentence me.
No, I haven't.
I don't suppose you have a bit of kindness in you. All I want is food and water. They haven't fed me since I was locked up and I'm starving.
Why would I want to help you?
Because you might want something I don't need. Them circle wizards got a chest they keep things in. Magical things. And I stole the key. That's why I'm here. I got one of them drunk, took his key and tried to sneak to the chest. They assumed I was deserting. I can't use it from here. But I'd trade you for some food and water.
Didn't they find the key?
I swallowed it. But it's, come back into my possession since then, so to speak.
Ew. That's disgusting.
Yeah, well... Do you want the key or not?
I won't lie. I'll sit.
Just ask my guard for his.
See.
He's still got some dinner. I saw him put it in his coat.
Might as well.
Lucky dog. You Grey Wardens get to ride with the king while I'm left with the drudgery of guarding this deserter. They should have just hanged him. Put his head on a pike as an example.
A little extreme. Who's the prisoner?
They say he was recruited before the war up in Dinnerham. Probably figured he'd never have to fight if he served the king, right?
Why did he want to desert?
Why does anyone want to desert? Because he thinks he's going to die and he's a bloody coward, that's why. Either that or he's been listening to a bunch of hogwash about how the Darkspawn will drag you off and eat you.
It seems a waste for you to guard him all day.
I can't just let him go, can I? The army will figure out what to do with him. Probably just waiting for someone important to make a decision. Then they'll hang him, I expect. And I can go and do something else.
I had a chat with him.
Don't expect it was an enlightening conversation.
He asked for some food and water.
Did he now? Since nobody sends me nothing to feed him with, the only way we'll get that is if I give him mine.
So you miss his one meal. This man will be hanged soon.
All right, all right. I guess the poor fella could stand to have one meal in his belly before he hangs. Don't know why you care. I had nothing to do with it, though. If anyone asks why he's burping, I'm gonna say it was you. Just so you know.
Honestly, what I am doing, this is a combination of greed and he deserves a final meal.
So? Brought me some food, have you? I'm so hungry I could faint dead away.
tell me. You already told me it, so here's the food.
Much obliged. May Andraste herself rain blessings upon you. And, as I mentioned, here's the key. Use it in good health, huh?
Okay, I just washed. Okay, I'm just gonna wash up the key, and then I take it. Because I'd rather not deal with anything covered in that much shite. I wonder, can
That course of action is inadvisable.
If I had better stealth skills, I'd steal it. Sorry, but I'm a man who'll take what he needs.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
What if I have?
Oh, well, I'd like to know where she went, that's what. No, pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the Quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Do you need any help
I'm
finding
sure
her?
you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find her myself.
What kind of supplies do you have?
Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some, goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Can I see your...
So long as you keep it quiet.
Of course. Okay, let's see what you got under weaponry. Nothing really in my taste. Interesting. Nothing really in my taste, I'm sorry.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
Let's see what you...
Let me know what you'd like.
Inventory is, please. Nothing that good. I already have a full set of armor. Might be a good idea for me to sell some of this stuff. I won't use axes. Never been a fan of great swords or maces. I'll sell one of them. Not sure where, but might come in handy. Commander's helm. Let's sell some of this extra leather armor. This other stuff I'm gonna save. Might be able to give it to someone who could use it. An elm shield. Shield of Highover. Shield of the Cousland. I think it's someone who might... If I can get a tank or something, that'd be useful. Merchants. Yeah, I sold to them. Next level I get, I'm going after that chest. Actually, while I'm at it, once I advance with my skill, if I can just get it to level, if I can get to another level of experience. This is the War Council, I see. Let's go see what's in this chest. Cured leather armor. Better than what I got. Just excuse me, people, while I get changed. Yeah, it just looks a little better. Well, it looks like it would protect me better, I won't lie.
Well met. I should be going. I'm behind as it is, I'm afraid.
I guess this must be the War Council table. Okay, then.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
I know exactly what you mean.
It's like a party. We could all stand in a circle and hold hands. That would give the Darkspawn something to think about. Wait, We haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
Sure, with the giant sword on my back. We haven't met yet, but you must be Alistair.
And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Rowan.
Right, that was the name. So I'm curious. Have you ever actually encountered Darkspawn before?
Sorry I haven't, but I assume you have?
When I fought my first one, I wasn't prepared for how monstrous it was. I can't say I'm looking forward to encountering another. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
That argument, what was it about?
With the mage. The Circle is here at the King's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
What's a Templar?
You don't know? Quick version then. The Chantry tries to control mages because they're dangerous, so they keep Templars that train to hunt down and kill apostates. That's what I was being trained as when Duncan recruited me 6 months ago. I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
What about the others?
Davith and Sir Jory are here in the camp. Have you met them?
Not yet.
Keep an eye out. Maybe we'll see one of them.
I look forward to traveling with you.
You do? Huh. That's a switch. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Party members and tactics. Select Alistair by left-clicking on him or his portrait. Now open the tactics screen. Use the cordial tactics slot to... Okay. Okay, if you are... let's see, if your health is less than 25, use the least powerful health postulate we have. Huh. Oh, you want me to change her into a defender? I should actually read. Well, I guess this will work too.
Yes?
Tell me a little about yourself.
As I said, I was trained as a Templar before Duncan recruited me about 6 months ago. The Chantry raised me. And becoming a Templar was a decision made for me a long time ago. Duncan saw I wasn't happy, and figured my training against mages could double for fighting Darkspawn. Now, here I stand, a proud Grey Warden. The Grand Cleric wouldn't have let me go if Duncan never forced the issue. I'll always be grateful to him.
You don't want to join the Chantry?
It just wasn't for me. I believe in the Maker well enough, but I never wanted to devote my life to the Chantry.
I agree. You speak fondly of Duncan.
I spent years in that Chantry, hopelessly resigned to my fate. Duncan was the first person who cared what I wanted. He risked a lot of trouble with the Grand Cleric to help me.
Maybe he thought you were useful.
Or maybe he just happens to be a good man.
Sorry, suspicious nature.
What about?
Tell me about the Grey Wardens.
So I imagine. What would you like to know?
What makes us all so special?
The Grey Wardens are warriors without equal. Darkspawn threatened to destroy the world 4 times over. Each time, the Grey Wardens led mankind to victory. Nobody knows more about Darkspawn, and nobody's better equipped to deal with them. You'll see. Trust me.
So they're sort of like heroes?
I don't know if I'd go that far. Duncan says the Grey Wardens do whatever is necessary to protect mankind from Darkspawn. That means some pretty extreme things. Whatever it takes to bring victory.
I'm not sure I know anything really about them.
Well, let's see. Surely you've heard of Weishaupt Fortress? The great eyrie carved into the White Cliffs far off in the Anderfels? That's where the Grey Wardens once kept their griffins. The griffins died out, however, and our numbers have dwindled since the last Blight. There's only a handful left in Ferelden. A few more in other nations.
Where are all of them now?
The others are camped with the King's soldiers in the valley. The King's given us a position of honor at the vanguard, despite our small numbers. I think Kalen is actually excited to ride into battle with us. Maybe he thinks that's what his father would have done.
So the Grey Wardens can recruit anybody, from what I've heard?
King Marek, Kalen's father, reaffirmed the power the Grey Wardens were given during the Blights. In practice, we can't conscript too often without hurting our cause. We were exiled from Ferelden once. Best not to let that happen again.
Okay, that's all
You
I
want to
wanted
ask
know
me about something else?
That. What's this blight?
Of course.
What is a blight? Where do these darkspawn come from?
You want the Chantry's version or the truth?
Aren't they the same thing?
They seldom are.
Okay, give me the truth. I don't want to hear a religious version.
The truth is, we don't really know. They come up from the ground, and that's as far as we've gotten.
So what you talked about was the first... Okay, actually, perhaps what the change
According to the
is.
Chant of Light, the Maker imprisoned the old gods underground long ago, as punishment for tricking mankind into worshipping them. The old gods still whispered to some men, and taught them magic. These men became the Magisters of the Tevinter Empire. The Magisters used their gift to enter the Golden City, tainting it and themselves. They were cast out by the Maker, and became the first Darkspawn. They fled underground, bringing their taint to their gods. The tainted old gods were the archdemons who rose from their prisons and led the Darkspawn against the world.
So that was the first blight?
Yes, and it nearly wiped us out. When defeated, the Darkspawn flee back underground and seek out another old god to taint, thus bringing another blight.
So where's the archdemon for this one?
We haven't seen it yet. People are beginning to think this is just an unusually large Darkspawn raid without an archdemon to unify them. But seriously, the archdemon could be in the wilds or underground. It could be hiding. Just because it hasn't shown itself doesn't mean it isn't out there.
Why not kill the Darkspawn when they're down there?
They've controlled the deep roads ever since they defeated the Dwarven kingdoms. Even if we invaded, we can only chase them so far.
What is an archdemon exactly?
The old gods were dragons, so the stories say. Big ones. Intelligent, even. The Tevinter Empire had big statues of them. Each dragon had a name and a place in the cosmos. It's all very intricate. The archdemons may not be the old gods, but they're definitely dragons.
Why are some people so skeptical about all this?
The Grey Wardens killed so many Darkspawn by the end of the last Blight. People decided they were gone for good.
Okay, I have other questions.
Of course.
How do we defeat the blights?
We chop off the snake's head. It's the only way. According to texts, the most famous Grey Warden leader, Garahel, killed the archdemon Underal in personal combat at the Battle of Aesley to end the last Blight. Without the archdemon to command them, the Darkspawn flee back underground.
How did anyone even know about this? How did anyone even know about this blight?
The Grey Wardens keep watch. We feel the Darkspawn when they come. You'll understand after the joining, if you... well, you'll understand. Not to mention people start to notice when Darkspawn pour out of the wilds and taint everything around them. Just a guess.
Okay. How many are out there?
Thousands. Tens of thousands. They've had centuries to build up their numbers.
I wonder how they get their numbers built up anyway.
You want to ask me about something else?
Let's see. Tell me about Duncan.
Duncan is the leader of the Grey Wardens in Ferelden. Which he would say doesn't mean much, as there aren't many of us here. Yet, beyond that, he's a good man. A good judge of character. I owe him a lot. What about you? What do you think of him?
I owe him as well. He saved my life.
That sounds familiar. He's done the best he can with what little he has. And that includes me, I guess. You want to ask me about something else?
Sure. What about the joining ritual? Can you give me any hints?
I wish I could tell you more. Maybe ask me again after Duncan speaks to you about it. You want to ask me about something else?
Okay. The upcoming battle?
The one tomorrow. I'll tell you. It's Tairn Loghain we should be looking to win it, not the king. Caelan just wants his place in history. The Tairn is planning the strategy. That's my opinion, anyway. I guess I should be thankful the king favors us Grey Wardens. But I know who's keeping the lid on the pot.
How much will we... Actually, why is it here of all places?
We're at the edge of the Korcari Wilds, the eye of the Blight Storm, right where the Horde will be coming. Ostagar itself is an excellent defensive position. The Wilders were pushed back from here time and again in ancient days.
What are the chances of...
I'm sure Tairn Loghain has the battle planned to the last detail. Still, no Blight has ever been defeated with so little cost.
What if we fail?
If we don't break the Horde here, Duncan says it will spread until it engulfs all of Ferelden. Then it will take an alliance of nations to fight it, which would be bad. Neither the king nor the Tairn really seems to believe this is a real Blight, however.
How much will I be participating?
You know, that's a good question. The other Grey Wardens are riding into battle with the king. I don't know if you'll be with them.
Okay, that's all.
You want to ask me about something else?
Actually, I got nothing else.
Then let's get a move on, shall we?
Okay, that definitely took a decent amount of talking. Oh, Alistair, I think, may approve of me more. Let's open this chest I saw earlier. Wait, Alistair? I want to lead. Shield, runes.
Yes?
Oops. Never mind.
Then let's get a move on, shall we?
Okay, looks like the inventory's being defined. Wait, where's my other stuff? Oh no, wait, the Cousland blade was the only weapon I got. Let's see. The Shield of the High Ever or the Cousland Guard oh no, wait. Grey Iron or Elm. Alistair, I like you. I'm gonna give you this. This shield will definitely be better than what you're currently using. Let's see. Let's give you a helmet. If there's a... I gotta do something now. I'm wondering if there's a way. Gotta turn off those... I wanna see if I can... Nope. Looks like I have to leave those on. Okay, Alistair. Let's go. Let's see if we can find some of the other recruits before we continue. I'd love to meet them. Oh, there's Darvish.
Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
What did you think I'd be?
Me? I was hoping for a comely lass with golden hair and terrible eyesight. The name's Davith. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit.
Maybe they did.
Just to give us a good scare. No, they don't really seem the type. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
So, it wouldn't scare me.
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now Darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
I'll watch your back if you watch mine then.
I suppose I could do that. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Okay. Let's find the other recruit before I do anything else. If I can get someone else with me, this would be easier. Using my supervision, I may be able to find him.
We who betrayed your prophet Andraste now beg your forgiveness. Do not abandon us in our...
Alistair?
Yes? What about?
Let's see. Anything about the other... I want to see those... if there's anything about those...
So I imagine. What would you like to know?
Dang.
You want to ask me about something else?
Nope. Oops.
So I imagine.
Oh, I want
You want to ask me about something?
Watch over the valiant king.
Okay. Hey, now let's see. I'm pretty much cheating in this regard. Previous conversations. Nope.
And
so my memory would be good enough to help.
Terrible evil. Watch over Karen Lovain.
Well, if I can't find our other friend, I better at least do this. Yeah, then. Let's see. Looks like I found as many people as I could. Now I guess it's time to start talking to Duncan. Well then, Leo, maybe you can help us on this. Well then. Hey, Duncan.
You found Alistair, did you? Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing.
Oh.
This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
How'd you do?
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
Well, that's me. I'm the new guy.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of darkspawn blood. 1 for each recruit.
Surely we couldn't have gotten blood before this.
Of course. You must work together to collect the components, however. It's as much a part of the joining as what comes after.
And what do we need the blood for?
For the joining itself. I'll explain more once you've returned.
Fine. Well, what's the other thing we have to do, Duncan?
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls have been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
Clever contracts. But what if they're no longer there?
It's possible the scrolls may have been destroyed or even stolen, though the seal's magic should have protected them. Only a Grey Warden can break such a seal.
I don't understand. Why leave such things in a ruin if they're so valuable?
It was assumed that we would someday return. A great many things were assumed that have not held true.
So this is part of the joining as well?
No, but the effort must be made. I have every confidence you are up to the task.
How will we find the archive?
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Okay, so find the archive, get the vials of blood. Got it.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Okay, but I want to get to know our new friend, Jory, first.
Greetings. It is good to finally have a moment to speak with you.
Where are you from, Jory?
I hail from Redcliffe, but Duncan recruited me in Hyre, a city off the northern coast. Have you traveled there?
My father was the Lord. Oops, wrong button. My father was the
My Lord Cousland. I'm honored. I was in Arlayman's retinue when he attended King Marek's funeral. It was in Highever that I met my Helena. I was smitten. She has the most beautiful eyes, my Helena. Now, for years, I found any excuse to return there. We married a year ago. Arl Eamon gave me leave to serve in Highever, but I was attempting to persuade Helena to come to Redcliffe with me, at least until I was recruited.
So you abandoned your wife?
Never. I will return to her once my duty is done and the Blight defeated.
How did the Wardens find you?
Last month, Duncan visited Highever, and the band held a tournament in his honor. I won the Grand Melee. It was hard to leave my wife. We married only a year ago, and she is heavy with child now. But Ferelden needs my blade, and I shall not falter.
What do you think of Duncan?
He has a seemingly impossible task, with a scarce handful of Grey Wardens, yet he does not complain or flinch from his duty.
What do you think we should do now?
We need to find those documents and the Darkspawn blood. It should be interesting.
Okay,
Indeed.
Let's go. Now then, let me examine what you guys can do if it's not too much trouble. Ah, you have stealth. Davith, I'm going to borrow you. You can might be able to get us some good stuff.
In their pride, mages...
They can't see you, they can't kill you.
Okay guys, wait there.
That course of action is
Really?
inadvisable.
He caught him. Oh well, Jory, you did your best. I guess mages must have some sort of mage sight.
Let us not be proud. We may take courage.
Definitely want to learn a little bit of stealth myself. Well then, actually, I remember hearing one of the Kennel Masters ask about some Ash Warrior.
What do you need? You haven't brought more instructions from the Turn, I hope.
More instructions?
Turn Logan has changed our scouting route a dozen times. If you're not from the Turn, what do you want? We're busy.
You don't like the other soldiers.
We aren't. We're Ash Warriors.
What's an Ash Warrior?
Our training has been passed down since Lathias the Dwarf Son first harnessed the battle rage of the dwarves. It is an old tale.
So what do you guys do?
We harness the rage inside us, nurture it, and draw it out so we cannot fall in battle until our last foe is slain. It is a dwarven discipline, but we've adapted it to let us fight alongside our hounds. That is our way. I trust my hound with my life, as he trusts me with his.
I have a Mabari of my own.
Then you are most fortunate. A trained Mabari hound is as dangerous as any sword. We do not speak of a city pet or those things that sit in an old woman's lap.
What are you preparing for?
To scout the wilds and watch the progression of the Darkspawn horde. With luck, we'll find and slaughter many stragglers. The hunt will be good if my hound survives the blood of his prey. If he dies, I shall mourn tonight.
Wait, they'll survive? What do you mean?
Darkspawn blood is poisonous, but not always fatal. Those who survive grow immune to its effects. The Wardens say that tainted blood drives even the survivors mad eventually. But not today. Today, we hunt and we kill.
Wouldn't it be smarter to leave your dog behind?
They fight at our side. We don't fret over their safety as if they were children.
Why did you paint them?
They use scent to distinguish us from our enemies. But the blood of battle can confuse them. So we paint ourselves with Caddis, which overpowers the blood, and also paint our hounds so they know we are the same.
What if the enemy is painted with those?
Why? Would you steal our Caddis and give it to the Darkspawn hordes?
I hope you're making a joke.
If you tried, we would kill you. And that is no joke.
Okay, I guess
thanks.
let's be going.
There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Okay, I was wondering what those Ash Warriors were about. Let's talk to the Kennel Master. Maybe he can give my dog something nice. Or he'll just ignore me.
Yes.
Let's go.
Hail.
I'm told you all have business in the wilds. The gate's open for you. Just be careful out there. Even a Grey Warden won't be safe in the forest tonight.